Hello everyone, my name is SlothFang, and today we are doing I don't know what to call this, unboxing. I haven't done one of these in a while. I got this package in the mail, and the USPS did a lovely job of smushing it into our mailbox. The package I was expecting should be in a larger box, so I don't know what on earth what this is. Recently I bet most of my setup for console setup. So I've been buying games. The most recent is I got a really good deal on a PlayStation 1, and oh my gosh, yes, this is exactly what I thought this was. Oh my goodness, I didn't think this was it. Oh my goodness, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's go back to 2000, specifically 2000, not 2000s. And I've got a specific time limit on this, so I gotta hurry. I can't talk too much, do my usual gap, but early 90s. So about 94, the PlayStation 1 was released in across the world, and specifically in the US. And with that brought a lot of great gaming. This was the definitely the start of the 3D gaming, and so unfortunately they took the brunt of the ew, this is gross. You look at Super Mario 64 specifically, Gex, all these platformers that had these 3D characters now, they looked ugly. You look at Tomb Raider and her front end female accessories, breasts. So I have to say that there's a friend said something like that yesterday about Tomb Raider. I'm like, wait, you called them what? Oh, okay. Anyway, she triangles, literally triangles, just because of the polygons and whatnot and the texturing. It's like, huh. And if over time 3D would become lifelike, from Spider-Man, Final Fantasy, all these games where they take you to this other reality, but yet still look so realistic in the cutscenes, the cinematics, just to the gameplay themselves. But back on the PlayStation 1, there was a wheelman, driver. The tutorial was the toughest thing anyone had ever played. Literally, people were stuck in the tutorial, which is this checklist of you're in this parking garage in this one level, and you have to do certain tricks like Solemn, Donut, J-turn, and I believe it was in a certain time limit too, which added to the difficulty. Yep, that's right. Before GTA, the Wheelman, and the Wheelman is back. Driver 2. I just realized this is green, so this isn't going to. Hold on, let me kill my green screen for a second. Well, not kill it. Let me turn it off for a second. So there we go. You know what? Forget it. We'll have the side as the PlayStation like blue. So Driver 2, the Wheelman is back. Yeah, you can kind of see also the mirroring into the but yeah, and disc 1. Did you say disc 1? Ew, what are you talking about? Disc 2. They would get to a point based on the CDs, the CD-ROMs, you get to a certain point where you would have to switch to disc 2 and be like, and that was really the hallmark of how far you got in the game. Like Final Fantasy 7 I think had 2 to 4 discs, maybe 3, I don't know. So 7, 8, and 9, just because the size of the games were so large that they had to do multiple discs. And so that's why you have cases like this that open up. And of course, here's the manual, and then here's the back side of it. And yeah, get back behind the wheel and back on the streets as Tanner, the crime world's fastest undercover driver. An international gang war has erupted, and you are caught in the crossfire. Get away through all new urban chaos. Dodge U.S. and Brazilian gangsters. Keep your cover and keep your cool, because you are the wheelman. The intro is like this like bongo slapping thing that's just so phenomenal, so cool. And I really dug the everything about the game was so cool, and this is part of the reason why my background right now is I gotta move this a little bit. I still have to fix this. This is a work in progress, but it's these blue waves that reminds me so much of PlayStation from the 4 to the 5. With how they really introduced blue to their feeling. But new foot missions let you hit the streets and commandeer any vehicle. Partner up with any thug in split-screen multiplayer modes. All new curved road systems bring the action to life with ultra-realism. 4 new cities, Chicago, Havana, Rio, and Las Vegas. Epic storytelling and high-quality cinematics. But yeah, 1 to 2 players. Analog controller compatible, vibration function compatible, memory card 2 blocks. So the first driver, you were stuck in the car that same car the entire time. You might have been able to switch it, but you couldn't get out of the car. Driver 2 was the first one where you could get out of the car, and it blew everyone away. I gotta fix that light. The light isn't there. There's a better angle. And it just blew everyone away. I know there's some artifacting looking things with the lighting. I have to fix that. Whoops. But so many things, just so many things. You're looking around like, oh my gosh. And there were secret cars. Spoilers, it's 22 some odd years now. But Wrigley Field actually had, in Chicago, it may not even be Wrigley Field, it might be a different one. They actually had I'm trying to think of the car. But there was a way you could access, and it was a secret car, and everywhere, every major location had like secret cars. And it was so cool. You're like, oh my gosh, I unlocked this car! I actually remember my mom and dad playing, and my mom specifically would look up like oh, if there's any secrets or cheat codes, and I'd tell her, no mom, I swear there's cheat codes, and she was familiar, they were both familiar with games have cheat codes. But I'm like, no, there's a secret I've heard from a friend, but he wouldn't tell me where this car was in Chicago. And she goes, okay, well let me look. And I remember some of these cheat codes were like, take PlayStation 1 or PS2, depending on when you were playing. Take a picture that you normally use for like Kool-Aid or tea, fill it with water, put PlayStation in there, and freeze it. Take out, thaw, except this one said unthaw, which didn't make sense. Which was the whole thing doesn't make sense. And then plug in and play. You've unlocked all the new cars, and I'm like, whatever dumb kid like, how could you actually believe that? Versus like up down left right A B B A starts like something Konami related code wise. That would make sense. But here we are, and with this game, just phenomenal, phenomenal. Oh, you can see me through the game, and the whole partner up with any thug and split screen multiplayer modes was fun. I remember me and my sister would play. We would just get to a point where we were in, I think one of the map, it was like Havana, yeah, and she and I would just drive around. And we'd play hide and go seek. So we would actively not look at like the top screen or the bottom screen, depending on who we are. And we take turns playing hide and go seek. So I'd park the car somewhere, and she'd drive and try and find me, and then she'd like, Chag, you're it, and then she'd go hide, and we give each other like 30 seconds or something. But I remember playing this game. We never beat this game. I don't think we beat the first one either. We got far in both. I got far in both of them. Later on, years down the road, because my mom had the PlayStation 1 and SNES, and it was quite the experience of playing through these games and experiencing them, and to be able to play them again. As I said, I got the PlayStation 1 with 2 controllers. It was about, like, I think $50, which is a good deal. They said, as is. I'm like, have you tested it? And then the guy working at this place was like, I honestly have no clue, but here's the receipt. Again, if you have any issues, bring it back. We'll work with you. I'm like, cool. This was a random place that was a half-price books. Had this, and they had a few other games. The only game that they had that was cool was Harry Potter 1, where is that? Here we go. Harry Potter 1 on the PlayStation, which, again, I don't know why I just didn't leave off as cool as this background is, we should just, for the sake of the rest of this video. There we go. I did not turn that off. There we go. Now you're like, I don't know, did you? Yes, I did. Uh-oh, what did I do? How do I turn off preview? Oh, well, we're going to deal with it. So, yeah, so here's Harry Potter 1. I've got Driver 2. So the first game I bought for mine, I technically already owned Crash Bash. And then I also owned Need for Speed, whatever the name of that one was. But the first game that I bought, Danielle actually got for me, Chips Ahoy, and which is I'm going to do a video on each of these games separately. But Board Game Top Shop, imagine Monopoly, where you race. You can play with friends, up to 6 friends with the multi-tap, or you can just play against bots, which with up to 4 players, which is fine and cool. But the idea is you go through a mall. Each mall has different layers, levels, and you go through and you have to buy stores. You want to buy more stores than your friends. You want to buy out their shops. You either want to make them all bankrupt, or you just want to hit your target asset. So there's a goal amount where all your stores and then so on. It's complicated, but it's really cool. It's an underground hit, like literally, like it's an underground gaming kind of hit. I never believed it, but yeah. The cover is really weird. but yet, here we are. You know, this game came out 2000, 2001. Not many people actually talk about this as much, but it's a great game. It's definitely one of those party games, which Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bash, also fun. Driver 2, Harry Potter and Sorcerer's Stone, and whatever the Need for Speed game that I had was, I don't know. So I've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, and I've got a bunch of randomly cased games that my mom had at her house that she's like, yeah, you can borrow them and play them. Here's her copy, original copy. It's still got the little safety foil on it because we never took it off of kids because we were lazy and silly. And then another game that I remembered that we never played, it was a demo, but it was Speed Punk's Green Means Drive. Take the low road and cheat your way to victory, whatever it takes to win. That and Hot Shots Golf 2, which is just so cool. And other memories, which I'll talk about, is like the PlayStation Pizza Hut disc, Baldi's, which is a great one, and more. But all these games, all these things. But yeah, so I got Driver 2 today. Bunch of PlayStation 1 games coming out. That I really grew up on. That and Super Nintendo. But PlayStation 1 was where I met gaming truly and felt the overall overwhelming, amazing experience. All these words combo chaining together. And that's why the PlayStation. I love the PlayStation so much. Nintendo's cool. Xbox is so cool. I'll talk about all those at another time. But yeah, my name has been SlothFang. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to the end, comment your favorite video game. Whatever the video game is, doesn't matter what console it's at now or was, but tell us down below what your favorite video game is. Mine's Super Mario World. It's on the Super Nintendo. It's on a bunch of stuff actually now, console-wise. But thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you all have a great day. And remember, you're awesome, you're beautiful, and you're inspiring. You may not know it now, but you'll know it soon enough. Bye!